All right, you guys, I'm going to cover this check-in assignment on my screen, but I have to share my screen again. And I'm going to share. So I was able to send this to my iPad. So let me just go here, share my screen. There it is. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Okay. Let me just close this back here so it doesn't become confusing. All right, so this is the, I'm gonna move it over here so I can see it. So this is the check-in, or excuse me, the case study assignment. And Adeji, that you're there now? Okay, good. So this is the case study assignment, and all you're really trying to solve here is which bank account is Sienna going to be the best to use based on her needs. And so as it says there, Sienna's looking for a new bank for a business. Last year, she wrote 30 checks, and you can't see it, but she only had 3 transactions. I kind of cut it off there. I don't know why I cut it off. Your average daily balance is well above the 5,000, as it says there. And your daily balance will most likely drop below. Daily balance will most likely drop below 5,000. So basically, for the question is cut off, and I'm so sorry. Sienna's looking for a new bank, so she wrote 30 checks. Let's write up here, 30 checks. I think she had 3 debits. Was all she had for the month. And then if she has a $5,000 balance, she's going to have a $5,000 balance and above for 6 months. But she's definitely going to have a below $5,000 balance for 6 months as well. So that is important because it gets figured into the first bank for sure. So what you're trying to do here is based on her needs, you're trying to figure out which bank is going to be best for her and be the least amount of money every month, right? So you try to figure out the monthly amount, but sometimes the first thing you have to do is figure out the annual amount. Just depends on what it is. So if we start with the first bank, Intercontinental Bank, their terms are that you must have a minimum of a $5,000 daily balance. If you don't, you're going to pay $15 for every month, per month, for every month that you don't have 5,000 in there. Or you're going to pay, excuse me, if you have 5,000, you're going to pay 15. If you have under 5,000, you're going to pay $25 a month. And that's it. There's no, they don't care how many transactions you do. They don't care how many checks you do, any of that stuff. It's just based on your balance, right? So how much is your monthly amount going to be? So in her case, because she's going to be above 5,000 for 6 months, right? She's only going to pay $15 a month for 6 months. So just say times 6. And then because she's going to have a $5,000 below, she's actually going to pay $25 for 6 months, right? So basically you can add those two up. What does anybody want to do the math on that? What does it come out to? I'll do it. So $25 times 6 equals 150. And then 6 times $15 times 6 equals 90. So we'll just add those two together, plus 90. So 150 plus 90. Oops, sorry, plus 90. I didn't do the math in my head anyway. 240. So she's going to spend $240 a year for that account. All right. Okay. So far, so good. So let me go ahead and erase that math because I got to move on to the next problem. So Intercontinental Bank's going to charge her $240 a year for her banking. But the next bank, their particular costs are, they charge you $4.50 a month plus 50%, 50 cents for every check over 10. We set up here that she writes 30 checks a month, right? So sorry, I'm on that. She writes 30 checks a month. So we can start by going, okay, let's do 30 minus 10 equals 20. So she's gonna be paying for, she's gonna pay $4.50 for the account every month, plus she's gonna pay 0.25 times 20. Right? So that's going to be her monthly cost. And then $1 for every debit that she makes. She only makes 3 debits per month. So that's going to be $3 a month for debits. And then if I do $450 for $4.50, and then 50 cents for every check I'm sorry, not 25 cents. It's 50 cents. My bad. For every check over 20 is another $100, not right. So she's going to pay $107.50. I think I did that right. Over check 50 cents. So 450, 50 times, sorry, 20 times 50 is 100. So yeah, $107.50. That's per sorry. She's going to pay that's not it's not $100, it's $10. My bad here. Sorry. I'm not good at basic math. So hold on. So her monthly amount is $17.50. Sorry, this thing is really, I got to figure out a better way to do this. Times 12. You're trying to figure out the annual amount. So $17.50 times 12, one for every month, comes out to $210. So if she goes with Intercontinental Bank, she's going to pay $240. If she goes with City National Bank, she's going to pay $210. Make sense? You guys still with me? Does this all make sense? All right, so I'm going to let you guys do a little bit of this next one, just so you get the hang of it. In this case, the new terms are she's going to pay $6 a month plus 25 cents per check. So 0.25 times 30, because she does 30 checks, and then $2 for every transaction. So we'll do 2 times 3. So 2 times 3 is $6. Oops. Okay, so you're just going to add those up. What's 25 times 30?
$7.50.
So $7.50 plus 12, because that's 6 and 6. So what does that come out to?
$7.62.
12. Was it nine? Is it 1950? Isn't it 1950?
Did you say plus 12 or times 12?
Times 12, because it's for
sorry.
Times 12 because it's for every month for the whole year. We're trying to get the annual amount. So we're trying to figure out how much. No, I'm so sorry. The $12 are the $6 plus the $6 plus the $7.50. So if you add all three of those up, it's $19.50. Now we're going to multiply it by 12 for the number of years, or for the year. So $19.50 a month times 12 equals. So she's going to be paying $234 a month for that account. So you guys following me? Travis?
Yeah, I'm looking at the work, and I mean, my internet's kind of going in and out, so like I only hear parts of it, but
Right.
I'm just wondering how we went from $7.50 and then underneath it was the $6 and we got to $19.50.
Okay, because if you look right, can you see my screen right now? If you have $6, that's a flat rate right there. Then you have 2 times every debit transaction, which we said the debit transactions were 3 up here at the top. So that's $6. So that's $6, that's $6. And then the checks are 25%, 25 cents for every check. She does 30 checks. So that came out to $7.50 for the 30 checks. So $6 flat fee for the account, $7.50 for all the checks she wrote, and another $6 for the debits she's done. That comes out to $19.50 per month.
Okay.
So, and then you multiply that by 10 or 12, 12 months in a year, she's going to pay $234 for that account every year. All right, I'm not going to do the last one. You guys do it. And then you tell me the answer. So it's First Union Bank charges you $9 flat fee plus 15 cents for every check. and then $1.50 for every transaction. So what is that? What is her monthly, and then what is her annual going to be on that? I'll do it over here on paper so that way.
Uh-oh. Plus. Nine, 15. So I missed a few steps, I believe, but so I think what I got is absolutely wrong.
That's okay.
So
What did you get? We'll see where you went wrong.
I got that she'll be paying $127.80.
Okay. Definitely got it wrong, but it's okay. We'll find out where. Anyone else,
Okay.
Travis?
Yeah, so I finished my work and I'm pretty sure I got $216.
Yes, that is the correct amount. So I'll just do it right down here so you can see. So $9 flat fee for the account, right? And then 15 cents for every check. So it's going to be 0.15 times 30 because there's 30 checks. That's how many very beginning, we talked about the conditions. So that equals $4.50. Then $1.50 for every transaction. She did 3 transactions. So that would be $1.50 times 3, which also equals $4.50. So if you add all those up, $9 plus $4.50, really it's $18. That's her monthly. Then you multiply that by 12, it comes out to 216. So where did you go wrong, Daisy? Adisha?
So I think I know I for sure missed the 30 checks a month
Okay.
thing for sure. And then just kind of went directly into the math minus that part.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing you got to note here. So basically, I mean, this is true of any bank you go to. They all have different, conditions and different, different ways in which they charge you for your account. So you kind of have to think it through. It is a little bit intricate, but it kind of is common sense too, because, okay, if I pay $15, if I have a minimum balance of 5,000, and I already put the terms up there. She knows she's going to be above 5,000 for 6 months. So she's going to pay $15 for 6 months. Right. And then the second one, this is the first question. And then she's going to pay $25 if she ever drops below 5,000. Well, she's anticipating I'm going to drop below 5,000 at least for 6 months through the year. So that's 25 for each of those months. Right. So that one was easy. I just multiplied 15 times 6 and I multiplied 25 times 6. That's my total fee for the year for that account. So it's going to be $240.
Monthly fees.
So, and so that's kind of each one you just have to think through. Then the second one was $4.50 plus 50 cents for every check over 10 checks. So the first 10 checks are free. The next 20 though I have to pay for. And then I had mentioned up here at the beginning that she had 30 checks to write a month, and it's off the screen. I apologize, but it was 3 transactions with her debit card. And then, the 5,000, the only time that 5,000 came into play was the first one. All the rest didn't care what your balance was. So, but they do, oftentimes they do care. A lot of times it'll be all these things. Like you'll see an account that says, it's going to be $15 a month flat fee for everything above 5,000. If you go below 5,000, it's $25 flat fee plus 50 cents per check over every check over 10. And then plus, $3 per every transaction, and you have to figure all of that into the amount. But that's we just did it, so that's the answers.
Is it okay if I